All right, coming to you live this morning from 190 Garden. So I actually live like probably, if you were to draw a straight line, like 2 minutes this way. But a lot of the way this kind of works with the canals that run in between and whatnot, they split it up and there's only a couple streets that you have to jog around and come up in here. But first impressions, I think it's very clean. It looks like someone that did definitely love on their property. You can tell just as far as landscaping, they got pavers, all this stuff. And we haven't had much rain, but I'm assuming these flower pretty nicely and all that. And they got their little lamps and stuff going around. The one thing that I'm a little lost on, their soffit actually just has like a screened paneling on the inside. And then this is all solid wood. So, I mean, there's that, which is kind of interesting, but I mean, it's still doing the job. But in general, this is in pretty good condition. I can see patchwork here or there. But I also see this electrical cord, which is a little bit of a question mark, just because that's not how an electrician does that if they're running cable in. So I don't know exactly what that's to, but that's something that would probably need to be redone by an electrician at some point. Cost you a couple $100. But we'll come on inside. So immediately when you walk in, slight cigarette smell. It's not overwhelming. It's not like, oh my God, this smell's never gonna come out. But it hits you in the nostrils and you go, well, but to that point, I wanna say like the type of person that lived here, I feel like was that typical Florida man, puffing on cigs, but he got stuff done around the house. And you'll see once we get into the bathrooms and stuff, I mean, this place is cleaned up. It looks a little wonky because it's hard to get natural light in here, having all these closed. And on top of that, these doors, they have hurricane shutters behind, and this is where they use for their fridge and a couple extra cabinets that they bought to match these. But as far as like this, not real material, but again, functionality-wise, can't fault them. This actually is, and I don't know what material they used there. It's definitely not some type of quartz or marble or anything like that, but it is hard. So there's that. Functionality-wise on the cabinetry, they could be a little smoother, but it doesn't feel bad by any means. Not soft close where you can just push it and slide it in, but you know, it still works. So little living space here. This is where you've got a beautiful, beautiful view of the pool and all that. So it's pretty cool. But once we get into the extra bedrooms and whatnot, it gets a little bit cooler. So I don't know exactly what she'd use this for, but a little bit of space. I don't know if they count this as a bedroom or not. I think they might, but we'll come on through here. So front door, big old living space. That side of the house, I'm gonna have to take you to the garage at some point too, I just realized. But this bedroom here, oh, that was my problem. I was trying to get the lights turned on and I was just ending up, I was like, well, there we go, cool. So, fresh coat of paint in here, I can tell you that. They basically came in here and just blew it all out one color. Even these doors, which is kind of funny. But I always look at paint job. My dad's actually been a union painter for about 40 years, so I've painted a good deal of houses myself with him. Built-in shelving in this linen closet here. You may even consider that the coat closet. Yeah, so I don't even know if that is the linen per se. This bathroom, like I was saying, this guy's putting some work in. These are newer vanities. There's me today, hello. Gonna have an open house after this, so hopefully it uploads okay. I'll try to keep it shorter actually for that reason. But nice new vanity. This has all been retiled. This is original hardware though, but like we were talking, the piping runs out. You can just unscrew this right there, put anything else on. So easy peasy. The master bedroom, pretty big, pretty spacious. Big old walk-in closet. Got dual storage on each side, built-in shelving, and a light. And again, this bathroom, redone the vanities. It's actually a double vanity, which is cool. His and hers looks like a new mirror. Can lights look okay. There's nothing fancy or special about them, but they look all right. This has been redone as well, and it's hard to get actual light up in there, but I can tell that he did the job himself. If you look at your caulking and whatnot, this dude was doing everything himself. But to his defense there, it looks like a pretty good job outside of cleaning up that final grout line. So we'll head on out of here. Hit a couple lights on my way through. Alrighty, and we'll show you the garage real quick, and then we'll get out to the pool. So the garage is where the washer and dryer are, and your water heater. And this one actually does look newer, and it is a Rheem. So that's your name brand that you want there. I'm not gonna be able to find a year on it, most likely. Nope, March 2016. So pretty new unit within the last five and a half years there. That's actually 6. We're already through March of 22. Goodness gracious. Where does the time go? But let me take you on out to the pool. So the pool itself, that's where the real value comes into play out here. I mean, this is concrete, gigantic. Looks like it's been resurfaced with fresh Pebble Tech at some point in the last, I don't know, 5 to 10 years. I don't see any staining. I don't see any wear and tear. And then on top of that, I can tell you they maintain their pool pump again. It's a little bit older, but he's got extra filters, got their pool thing. And this motor might go out again. It's looking a little rusty, but just compare it to yesterday's. You don't really hear this thing running where that other one yesterday was straining. So you've got extra space over here. And as well as these actually look like they could be hurricane windows. So let me double check that. I didn't even know this house had those. But we'll double check here real quick. Yeah, so they may not be high impact windows, but they definitely feel to be better than base. And they have that kind of sheen to them. I really do think they are impact, but they don't feel thick enough. So I'll have to double check in the listing. But extra little space. I'm assuming they would let their dog out in here. Maybe they would just keep this as gardening. Not entirely sure. Put that back in there. And then they've got a little shed space, all that. And all this is fenced in. But again, look at this landscaping. This is just really nice. So, take you on through here. Big old fences. You can't see anything outside of your yard. But there's snowbirds next door. You can see they've already got their house shut up for the year. They said, we're getting out of here. And then, this is one of the first times I've seen this. They have a wall hanging AC unit. I couldn't find the year on it. But something like this is better than something that sits on the ground, just because as someone's mowing the lawn, there's no grass to mow here or any tree stuff, but nothing's going to fall in there and mess with your coils. And it's also outside of, if it starts raining and puddling up, there's no water that's getting all over this thing. It's just going to get rained on. But I think that'll pretty much wrap it up. This is where I was talking about where that fridge and all the cabinetry is. And this actually looks like the cord that they ran all the way around the house. So I can tell you, again, electrician's gonna have to come up here. I don't know if it's just for these lights. If it's just for the lights, that's fine, nobody cares. But if they wired a bunch of extra stuff to that extension cord, yeah, it looks like this is wired to the extension cord as well. And it could even be cabling, maybe I'm wrong, but it just looks like an extension cord to me. Yeah, so we'd have to really look into it, but not a huge problem. No, it actually, you know what? It might be wire cabling because it runs right into the box there and then it just turns into a yellow wire. So it looks legit. Scratch everything I said, but I'll double check just because it does literally just look like an extension cord, doesn't it? So I'm going to cut this off here. I will talk to you guys soon. I'm going to be at an open house for the next couple hours and then I'll be around. All right, bye.